The following podcast is a collection of creatives posing interesting perspectives and opinions on branding, marketing, business, and everything in between. The views expressed on this podcast do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of its guests, hosts, or production team. The names, circumstances, and situations discussed are about 98% fictitious, with the primary intent to protect the guilty. Well, this podcast is designed to educate, inform, enlighten, and if you're entertained in the process, we did our job.
The marketplace does not believe you. You need more people. I'm going to tell you why. This is the Making the Brand podcast. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world today. I want to welcome you to the Making the Brand podcast. I am Jarvis Releford.
And I am Kris Kinder.
Listen, hey Kris.
Hey.
How you been?
Good.
Where you been?
Working.
What's his name?
What?
Huh?
Jesus.
Jesus.
You don't keep it like that.
You keep it like that?
Keep my business my business.
Listen, my girl told me that. She said, you be on that podcast harassing Kris. Parading around like you're single.
Shout out to your girl, because he sure does that. You know, he has this thing that he does, and now, you know, I just try to keep it private. I keep it private.
You keep it private?
This is one thing in your life you can keep private.
True.
Yeah, because last thing you want to do is be like couple goals and y'all break up. Now you got to delete
exactly.
all of that stuff.
Exactly. So, and that's why I'm private about mine. I've been public, and you know what I'm saying? What's crazy is we didn't plan for this type of conversation.
No, we did not. No, we did not. You always spring this on me as soon as the camera start rolling.
I'm telling you, yeah, but I love it. But you know, I think, and we probably talk about this, but I think that there is, being an entrepreneur, being a business owner, like there's parts of the business that I want of my life that I have to keep to me.
Right.
And
absolutely.
And yeah, I'm in the doghouse because
I mean, it's the part of your life that you don't have to share. I'm not required to share that.
Exactly.
Yeah, it keeps it safe.
Yeah, keep it safe, right?
Yeah.
So what's going on in your world?
Man, listen. I want to say this. Shout out to God, because everything that I'm doing right now has been opportunities that I didn't necessarily have to pursue, but I have prepared for them. You know what I mean? Just when opportunity, preparation meets opportunity.
Absolutely.
I feel like it's just a season that just happens, especially when you're ready for it.
Okay.
Got a chance now. I'm producing a show. It's a series.
Okay.
That we are pitching to some major networks, and just the way that the production is coming all together is something only God can do.
Right.
I've been, just working with some amazing people. Shout out to Sisters in Film. You're going to be hearing about them pretty soon.
Shout out to the Sisters in Film.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, just working.
Cool.
Bringing that together. We go into full production in September.
Okay.
But everything now is just preparation. We've done the auditions. We are getting all of the prereqs and everything together now. So, it's dope. Nice. What about you?
You know, cooking. I just finished up. I guess we could talk about it a little bit. I was a part of the team that's behind the Angela Simmons Slutty Vegan launch, the fried Oreo launch. So
nice.
we was able to get some content and put some things together. I was a part of that team. So super dope seeing that unfold, seeing that manifest. Shout out to Kay for putting that all together.
Nice.
So yeah, just doing that, and then we're still doing our traveling thing. We got some dates coming up. We should be in the DR from the 19th. Well, at the end of the month. I don't want to talk dates because y'all might see this 6 months from now, and y'all will be like, where 19th is he gonna be in the DR? You've
been talking about a lot of the Super Saturdays. What is that about?
Accelerator Saturdays?
Yeah.
Accelerator Saturday. So we have the program. It's called the Brand Accelerator Plus program, and is designed to help entrepreneurs learn the things that they need to learn to elevate their brand, to accelerate their brand. And we do it like, it's really at an accelerated rate, right? So you come into the program, and real talk, you come in, you learn strategy, you learn messaging, you learn all of these things. And one of the, just doing the research and working with entrepreneurs, one of the things that we learned was that people have trouble creating content. Content is like the main thing. So what we do on Accelerator Saturdays, everybody in the program will meet at a location, either whether it be the studio, whether it be another studio, or let's say we rent out Piedmont Park or whatnot, and we shoot content.
Wow.
For everybody in the program, being a part of the program, you get a 20 to 25 minute photo shoot, one outfit, and you come in, I give you all of your pictures back. So if you're intentional about it, you're able to get so much content, and we do it every month.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, we do it every month. So it's a part of your membership. So it's no extra charge to shoot. And if you want to do another outfit or something, then yeah, there's an additional charge for that. But everybody in the program gets that. They get their makeup done. We have makeup artists come in, get their makeup done, and then when we're done, we go out to eat.
So this is top tier networking and production.
Absolutely.
One-stop
Networking at its finest. And you know, I encourage, especially, we got people from Chicago in the program. We got people from North Carolina, Tennessee. We got a chick in Vegas. Shout out to Cindy. We got people shout out to Cindy. We got people from all over the country in the program, and they fly in for Accelerator Saturday.
Wow.
Because, and that's not to say that there's not a photographer. That's not to say there's not a photographer in Vegas or Oklahoma or, you know, Reno that can't service them. But there's a I'm gonna say this, and I said it before, there's a difference between a photographer that shoots brands and a branding photographer. You see what I'm saying?
I see.
There's a lot of people, and I could talk it, but there's a lot of photographers in Atlanta that's like, yeah, I'm a branding photographer, but they know nothing about branding. They can't tell you how to build a brand. They can't tell you how to niche. They can't tell you how to segment. They can't tell you how to develop your brand strategy. They can't tell you any of those things. All they can do is tell you, this looks good for your brand. These are your brand colors. We should shoot it.
Yeah, I got a chance to shadow you on one of your shoots, and I remember seeing just product photography and you placing it, even the angles and the lighting. All of that stuff is very important.
Absolutely.
And I was able to see that. So definitely you're doing a great job.
Thank
I will
you.
say that.
Thank you.
Let me ask you one question.
Okay.
Because I know we got to get into the show.
Okay.
But why would a person need Accelerator Saturdays? What is the need?
So for one, the people need the Brand Accelerator Plus program because they need the community. Imagine being, and I don't want to give away what I really want to do with this, but imagine being in a community full of entrepreneurs, confidence coaches, tax preparers, mortgage brokers, realtors, home health care professionals, travel agent. I mean, we even have people that are, we have one of our members, she helps people that have experienced church hurt, you know, get beyond.
So you got therapy in the group?
Yeah, like it's at a whole nother level. So the community. Now, if I'm a person, I'm looking to buy a house, my tax person's there, my mortgage person's there, my realtor is there, my interior designer is there.
Oh, wow.
Everything is in the house.
Oh, that's
So the idea was to bring the community and everybody. So for one, you asked why do they need it? You need the community. You can't do business without a community. Number two, you get the knowledge, the information. This is expert level coaching that I'm doing. And I'm giving these people that they won't get without spending. I spent $15,000 for it. You're not gonna get this without spending that type of money. But you gotta be tuned in. And then the content. You're getting professional grade photography, professional grade content at a fraction of the cost. And all I'm asking for is your commitment. You continue to come, I continue to give, I continue to provide. So it's a dope program. I'm looking to expand. We're looking to grow in 25. The plan is to grow, but I love my accelerators. I love all of them. Like, they so dope. We got credit repair. Like, they do a lot. They business formation. They help you get grants. There's so many people that do so many different things. So we just brought another lady in. She does floral arrangements. She is better than flowers.com. Really? She's dope, super dope, but she didn't have the structure. She didn't know, well, What do I got to do to get people to come to my event? What do I got to do to get people to purchase from me? How do I form these? She didn't know those things. All she knows is flowers.
She knows the product.
She knows the product.
Not the business.
Not the business. So we're giving her the business knowledge. So now she can go out and attract the clientele that she wants to attract, which will what? Bring more money to the table, which gives her an opportunity to grow, scale, and build her business.
So if I'm starting a business, I need to hook up with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard. And the crazy thing is, I say this all the time, there's not another program like it.
That's good.
There's not another program like it. Why is there not another program like it? Why hasn't one of these branding photographers done the same thing? Because they can't. They can't. And this isn't about that shit.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it is, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're teaching it, if you're in the culture, then that brings us to what's most important about branding, right? And the first thing I think people need to know about is what are the things that kill your credibility?
Yeah.
Like I definitely want to dive into that. This
Absolutely.
has been something that we've seen, especially in 2024,
Right. Yeah.
of something that has been killing brands
Yeah.
left and right. I mean, people who've been at the top, brands who've been at the top,
Yeah.
have just really been crushed. And a lot of times the ignorance of not understanding how this thing works. So
Yeah. I mean,
What do you think about that?
I love it. I love it. We saw a young lady. I don't want to say her name.
say her name.
Nah, I ain't gonna say her name because she
You always
got
tell me to say names. I'm just saying, just
Well,
say her name. I mean,
the young lady, and people will know who I'm talking about if you follow the story. But this young lady was at the top of her game, selling courses, selling, just cooking. She was truly cooking.
oh yeah,
And you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Truly cooking. And I think she it hits on our first point. I think she just got to a point. You know, when you're on your journey, man, it's always gonna be a naysayer.
Yeah.
It's always going to be somebody that does not agree, or I bought this course and I thought it was ABC, or it's a scam, it's this, that, the third. But there were so many people that this young lady had helped, and that's why I kind of stayed out of it. Like I didn't. Anyway, she fell from grace, being someone she wasn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
got to be authentic.
You got to be authentic.
I said authentic.
It's a word. It's a word.
It worked. You know,
It's a word.
That's for me. You have to be very authentic.
It's a word. But-
authenticity is where I was going.
Yeah.
But you know, but in a culture of unauthentic people, right? Or people even just striving to look different, to behave different, to be accepted by different audiences. Don't you feel like that's something that's being cultivated in this culture? Of being something you're not?
It is.
Who wants to be themselves in this culture?
Listen, 2024 has made fake it till you make it like the thing. And I think that's one of the biggest things that are killing brands, that are killing people before they even get started, is the faking it till you making it, or faking it till you make it. I see so many entrepreneurs, I see so many business owners that are getting into business, and you just launched this business a week ago.
Yeah.
How is it that you're now able to coach me in this area and you just got out of school?
Well, because they just went to someone else who did it and worked.
That-
So I went, learned the secrets, and now I'm going to go and set up and sell the secrets.
Don't work like that.
Real microwave.
It don't work like that. You listen. I played for Coach K. I didn't play for Coach K, but I'm just saying I played Coach K, one of the biggest, greatest basketball minds ever. That doesn't mean I'm ready to coach basketball after I played for him. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean I could coach on the highest levels, and that's what people are doing. They're going. I'm watching nail techs. I'm watching all of these people, and not to just single out nail techs, but I'm watching people. Oh, I just started a new business. I'm doing nails now. Or I'm doing hair now, or I'm cleaning houses now. And now I'm going to teach you how to start your own nail business or your own house cleaning bit. Girl, you just got started.
Yeah.
So you haven't been a player long enough to be a coach.
So that goes back to knowing the product and not really knowing the business.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
So number one is really being authentic to you. And I think that a lot of people are just so eager to get to the bag. They're so eager to show up as somebody that they're not. They're so eager to get to the next stage, the next level. And they haven't completed everything there's to be done on the first level. So a lot of people come out and we don't believe you as a coach. When you come out and I coach such and such, I help such and such. When did you play?
When?
When did you play? How many games you played?
Yeah.
Why should I trust you as my coach? Why? No. No.
In other words, who are you?
Who are you?
We don't know you.
Who are you? Which takes us to our second point. I got it written down here. I feel like, oh man. Which takes us.
I'll let you push your glasses down.
Yeah, which takes us to our second point is number one is the authenticity. Number two is you're fruit focused instead of tree focused, right?
Yeah.
You're more concerned about, okay, how the oranges look, feel, and taste versus the water, the quality of the water that you put in the ground, the amount of sunlight that you was able to give that tree, the soil. Did you treat the soil? Did you nurture the soil? Did you do these things to make sure that the tree, did you perfect the process?
Yeah. Will I get this every single time?
Absolutely. And that's what, when you perfect the process, you get the same result over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So I think a lot of people, they're losing credibility in the business because they're so money focused. They're so fruit focused. Oh man, and they haven't focused on the process.
And not to say that, being focused on the profit is not important, because we go into business to be focused. That is one of the focuses, right? That's why we go into entrepreneurship.
Right.
A, freedom. B, the profit. There's no middleman. I don't have to wait for you to cut me a check. I am the boss. I get that part too. But I think even when it comes to that, you realize as an entrepreneur, there's more work.
True.
There's more work and there's more attention to detail. And you have to be intricately involved in that process, which as a newer entrepreneur, you're not used to that.
True.
And a lot of people fall off right at that point.
True.
Especially if you can't reproduce that excellence over and over, because people are going to return for that product.
Yeah.
Whatever service you have, I want excellent service every single time. But if you can't provide that, you're going to fall off.
Absolutely.
It's going to destroy your brand. Yeah, I went there. You see the negative reviews. You get negative word of mouth. Now, negative word of mouth will destroy your business.
It will.
Period.
It'll hurt your reputation.
Absolutely. You see what Kendrick did. I'm just saying, he did.
You think he hurt his reputation? You think he hurt Drake's reputation?
Only when he said A minor and held out the R's.
Yeah.
And we start looking into like pedophilia and things like that. It was like, yeah, he cut.
Listen, these people are nuts.
Yeah.
Like, this is a whole nother episode.
It is another episode.
These Kendrick fans are nuts. Like nuts. And I'm not, listen, I'm a music head. I like music, right?
So,
these Kendrick fans are nuts, bro.
Kendrick performed on Juneteenth. The same song 6 times.
Yeah. I heard it was 5, but it was probably 6.
5?
It might have been 6 or 7. The dude is riding the wave.
Why wouldn't you?
I would too.
How long has it been?
It's been a month. At least a month. At least a month.
I mean, before the month. How long has it been for Kendrick?
Oh, since he put out some music?
Yeah. He's a great artist. I loved him even when he wasn't popping like that. But now, why wouldn't you?
Yeah. I'm with it. Like I'm all for, and this is a whole nother episode, man. I'm all for, we're gonna talk about it though. I'm all for growing and I think my issue with this is I don't think we needed to tear another artist down, or we needed to tear, because Drake was black up until Kendrick said he wasn't.
But that's word of mouth. That
what
can
do you
destroy your brand.
Yeah, but Drake was black. Drake was the highest performing black artist since, you know what I'm saying, Michael Jackson. And then, when Kendrick comes out and says, well, you can't say the N-word no more. And Rick Ross is like, oh, white boy, white boy, white boy. Now it seems like the African-American community has turned their backs on Drake, when Drake has had us vibing for the last 15 years. So I think
it was the slave comment. Yeah. He violated a little bit with this.
He went far. He went far. I get it though. And
he gave them what they needed.
And it was brilliant. It was brilliant on Kendrick's end.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying, oh, that video is genius. No, the video wasn't genius. The angle that he took was genius in turning black people, and I don't even know if that was intentional, but turning black, we talked about this before, black people love to hate. Like we love the hate thing. So he turned black people against, like, it's I can't make a post about any of it without a Kendrick fan going crazy.
I think it's more so what Kendrick represents. And keep in mind, I have no dog in this fight.
What does he represent?
He represents pro-blackness.
I think he appears to represent pro-black.
It's not what he is, it's what he represents. I don't know him personally, right? But he has the more like Afrocentric look.
Okay.
He kind of deals in the less...
He's not as commercialized.
He's not as commercial. There we go. That's a good word. So he's definitely not commercial. He relates to the common person a lot on the surface, right? And so when people see Kendrick, he relates to the common person on the surface. And so when people see Kendrick, they see themselves.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's why these numbskulls are going crazy on my. I made a post about.
What'd you do? You always.
I made a post. Post went viral.
Did it?
Post went.
What'd you say?
I said Kendrick's a great artist, right? But and we're gonna catch hell in the comments about this.
I already know that.
Not Like Us is not this masterpiece. It's really not that dope.
Oh wow!
Like just imagine if I walked up to you and was like, freaky ass girl, you a 69 god. Like, is that like, who says that to a person? Like, it's weird. Like, this is the weirdest thing.
I honestly, above that, and outside of that, I'm gonna give a pro and a con.
Okay.
Because I feel you on that. Not disagreeing. It's hard for me to vibe off somebody calling somebody a pedophile and going into that and just
dancing at the same time.
But how often do we do that on half of these songs?
Listen, it's some West Coast stuff. Well, so we're dancing to being called the B word. We're dancing to
people murdering people.
Yeah,
all
murdering
the time.
people.
So
I'm better than you. You ain't as fly as I am. True.
Let it be what the culture is. The culture is what the culture is. Nobody is really paying attention that you're literally talking about not him just being a pedophile, but his victims at that point being assaulted.
Yeah.
And people are still vibing to it. But before that, we were vibing to people getting murdered and mothers crying at their sons' grave sites. Like, we vibe to that too. So beyond that, I still say West Coast hasn't really been represented the way that they have been in the past. So when he came with that West Coast vibe, it was West Coast turn up. So, and I think that's bigger than what's being shown right now. It's a culture that has been less represented in hip hop for a while. So people are going crazy. Right.
Since Pac died.
That on Juneteenth, he was able to bring Crips and Bloods and Mexican and black and white people together, and nobody got killed.
Yeah.
Nobody got shot. You heard of no incidents happening where people were fighting, none of that. Yeah. So to be able to have enough influence to do that is monumental. And I think that's what people are talking about versus whether the rap was good or not. True. It's just about what he represents.
The moment. And that's what a lot of people say. Hey, man, it's more about the moment than it is about the song. But I take issue with the moment being we got to drag another black man down to have that moment. When, we could bring the Crips and Bloods together to bring Drake down, but we can't bring the Crips and Bloods together to take care of George Zimmerman. You know what I'm saying? There's people that are walking around violating us. We can't bring the Crips and Bloods together to take care of that stuff. So they want to fight their own, and I'll probably get, who cares, bro? Like, we pick and choose the battles that we want to fight.
Pick and choose, that's the point.
We pick and choose the battles that we want to fight. And Drake was an easier battle to fight than George Zimmerman.
It's always been light skin versus dark skin.
Yeah.
It's
so,
still division,
but you hit the nail on the head. Kendrick represents the everyday person. And I think that's why that's why my comments are so crazy. That's why the fucking comments are nuts. Because
you are assaulting.
Because they're going nuts.
Yeah.
And
but it tore down Drake's reputation just by word of mouth. How impactful is that for brands?
True.
You got to be careful with the enemies that you make because this one person can destroy your brand. It is so powerful.
Has Drake's brand been destroyed?
I'll put it to you this way. And this is petty. I'm about to step on your boat.
Okay.
Fist bump. I saw Drake at an all-white party. He don't even pose to say what he
does look deflated.
He looks like
he does look deflated.
He looks a little defeated. Like I'm just he
does.
he don't even have the same vibe. Yeah. I do think it affected him a lot. Unless he's got a comeback that we're not ready for and it's about to happen. I'm sorry. I look at him differently because he presents himself differently now. What are you talking about? Where's the music? Come back with a banger and we'll love you.
I'm with you. I think we'll love you again.
Yeah.
I think we'll love you again.
You can't deny good music.
Come out with a banger. I liked what he did to the BBL Drizzy. With,
Yeah.
I hate Sexy Red, but I love what he did with that. I don't know. I don't want to speculate on what he's working on or anything like that. I can't deny the talent either though.
Facts.
Drake is extremely talented.
Call him a culture vulture if you want to.
Whatever.
He's been able to infiltrate and make great music.
I can't even call it culture vulturing. These artists that he worked with, that they're saying they needed him. Drake's been hot for 15 years. None of these artists can say I've been on top for 15 years.
This is true.
The Migos can't say we've been on top for 15 years. Who else did he work with? Meek Mill can't say I've been on top. None of these guys could say, who else did he work with?
Kendrick
can't say I've been on top for 15 years.
That's
And I hate to say it, one moment for 30, 60, 90 days can't derail a 15-year run.
Can it?
No. As soon as Drake drops again, the same people that we're clowning, oh, he a pedophile, the same people that is Drake a weirdo? Yes. Is he weird? Does he do weird things that I would never do? Like, absolutely. But I don't have I'm not a pop artist. Right. So my audience ain't 15, 16-year-old little girls. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to. So I can't speak to the weirdness. Does that make sense?
Right.
I can't speak to the weirdness. So all I'm saying is, I think once Drake drops again, it's right back to the block. If it's dope, it's dope. And Drake hasn't been putting out dope music. Like, a few of these albums have been poo.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear him sing. We want to hear him rap.
Keep in mind, Drake still has the same fans.
Same
They're still
fans.
there. Like, he didn't
They're not
lose
going
them.
anywhere.
They're the ones in the comment
They're
section arguing under Kendrick's posts.
They're not going
You'll
anywhere.
see them everywhere. Like, click here for we hate Kendrick.
Listen.
But, like, we see that.
Listen.
So,
And Drake never left rotation.
He
Any
didn't.
nightclub you go to, I was in Tulum. Drake heavy rotation. They didn't play Not Like Us one time.
You
They
sent
don't
me a
care.
text. He was like, didn't hear it once.
Didn't hear it one time.
Yeah.
Didn't hear it one time. Nobody cares outside of the West Coast of America. I hate to say it. The average Joe across the country is like, yeah, go Kendrick. But grand scheme of thing, when Drake drops again, he do some dope stuff. He gets back with the Migos. He do something else with 21 Savage. He do him if you. At the end of the day, I feel like all of this is too soft. Right?
Too soft.
This is too soft to not be orchestrated.
So you think it's a conspiracy?
It's too soft.
You think hip hop needed something?
Yeah, someone's dead.
And you just think this is playing out the way it needs to
heat
play
up the
out.
summer. We gonna heat the West Coast back up. The crazy thing is the West Coast is so whack. I don't think. Yeah, the West Coast. Yeah.
Shout out to the West Coast.
They
got family there.
I got family in the West Coast too, but yeah, the West Coast musically, so whack. So whack.
Okay. It has not been. I just think they just need
They need this moment.
a revision. Yeah. And I think from this moment, if they ride it, if the West Coast artists actually ride this wave, they can definitely see a true comeback.
Nah, the West Coast ain't gonna let that
A lot
happen.
of people don't like it as far as the music is concerned, but if you hear it a couple of times.
Yeah, the West Coast ain't gonna like it. They're not gonna let it happen.
You don't think so?
They're not gonna let it happen. They're gonna kill him.
What?
Yeah. Why Nipsey was the next. Nipsey had the potential to be the next thing out of the West.
That's true.
He was strong. He had he was strong. He had the poise. He was articulate. He his vision was greater than hip hop. Why kill him? Why kill him? Because he was doing something. Because he was about to go. He was about to blow up. So I just don't think that they support their own. I think that they are. Yeah, he's out of here. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's a whole nother story for another day.
Yeah, we went on. We
didn't even finish. We got 3 more points.
We do have 3 more points.
Tone gave us the 5 minutes.
We did. So we have to continue that.
We got to do it.
We have to.
So we'll do part 2 of this, man. This is the Making a Brand podcast.